Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Tuesday the 27th of July 2021. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to use the Shadowscapes Tarot for this reading. Let's see what the cards have to say about Tuesday and what energy is coming up. So let's see, the first card is the Ten of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. It's really interesting because this theme has been coming up quite frequently lately. We've got the Ten of Swords, which is worry and concern. And then the Ace of Swords, which is a gift from the universe. So something that seems to be a concern or a problem in your life actually contains an amazing idea that's going to lead to you having more abundance and prosperity in your life, feeling richer about where you're going, what's going on in your everyday experience. And it's really something that goes from being one thing to another, and then it benefits you. So it's a warning not to be tricked into thinking something is the way it first seems to appear, and to look at the real meaning behind everything, because there is some sort of hidden treasure. And that's really become, a bit of a pattern lately. So I think it's important at this point in 2021 to kind of realize that there's an expectation that you're not meant to judge a book by its cover, and that lots of good stuff that's coming through comes in some sort of disguise, or it comes through in a way that you wouldn't have expected. So try and open your mind and don't be so quick to jump to conclusions, especially on days like these, because something that seems to be dreadful can actually turn around and become very empowering and enriching. So the Ten of Swords is usually a card that shows someone lying face down in the snow with 10 swords in their back. And it's a card that says the negativity, the faulty thinking, the bad experiences, the pressure, the circumstances which make you feel pressured, all of those have built up and they've got you to a place of feeling crushed and devastated and powerless. Here we've got someone who's kind of being pulled at by all these different birds. So it feels like you're under attack. This bird is popping through this red cape. So there may be something which makes you feel threatened on a financial prosperity level. Then we've got another one breaking through this kind of pale colored piece of fabric. And that's more about feeling spiritually and mentally under the weather. So you may feel a little bit vulnerable or afraid or anxious. And then if you couple that with real life things which are problematic, so problems in your job, being, maybe in a period of observation because your performance hasn't been good, that then combines to really make you feel, wow, there's a lot going on that I don't have control over. I feel under pressure, I feel unhappy, this is making me ill, okay? So if you're in that position, then first of all, don't, and I know it's easily said, but don't despair, because there's actually something positive hidden in all of that problematic kind of energy. Because the Ace of Swords is a gift from the universe. It's an idea that you've never had before that's really going to bring other people to you. It's going to make your life more positive. It creates a lot of energy and movement. And when you take this idea, think of it as Excalibur in the rock, okay? If you're able to pull Excalibur from the rock, then you really have something special. And that's what the Ace of Swords is. There's an idea coming in that's really something special. And unfortunately, it's behind a doorway that says problems at work, or feelings of anxiety or loneliness, being daunted and not feeling very connected. Once you go through one of those doors and you face those feelings, that's when this great idea emerges. So it could be an idea of, well, if you don't like this job, look at the paper, and then something happens to be in the paper, in the job advertising section, that is perfect, and you apply for it and you get it. That kind of having the right idea at the right time when you can actually do something about it, that's what the Ace of Swords refers to. It's really having an insight that changes everything. So if you look at it that way, if things are problematic, that's actually the area of your life where you should put most focus, because that's where something really terrific and wonderful is going to stem from. So if you have the choice between kind of ignoring something or escaping or burying your head in the sand or facing it head on, then do that. And please do face it head on and be encouraged, because there is something really worth your while, which is echoed by the Seven of Pentacles, because you can see this fairy plucking these amazing, glowing, luminous kind of fruits from the tree, and then having keeping a hold of them and storing them for future use. So something is ready for you to enjoy. And it's almost like a symbol for instant manifestation, because as soon as you have this idea, you're able to do something about it and receive rewards from it. So it could, I mean, this can translate in a number of things, like someone in your family yells at you. So you have the idea to speak to someone you haven't spoken to in a while. And that was perfect timing, because something's going on behind the scenes and the two of you become thick as thieves and you build your own strong relationship. It could be a negative thought that becomes so oppressive that you realize you don't have to believe it anymore, and then you immediately start to feel better and you feel more energized as a result of dropping this. It's really about identifying and seeing something that seems to be negative or is negative, and what change that implies, or how things need to alter for them to be good, and seeing that in a practical way, and either immediately going for the changes and then realizing what a good move that was, or seeing it all in front of you and then immediately having the wherewithal to take action. So really, it's an interesting day, because the perspective, it's focused on the negative with something that lights things up emerging from all of that. It's very different to a regular day where you just focus on the positive and you try and build on the positive and have a great time. Here, it's really about turning things around majorly first. And it means you can turn something around for yourself, and that you grow in confidence and strength. What I feel is that you are your own best friend today, and some of these problems either come from other people in your life or institutions, or they're old promises you've made or obligations that you've got that make you feel really attacked and put upon. So because you are your own best friend, really ask yourself, how can I resolve these issues? How can I progress? And you will get good ideas that really enrich not just this day, but that enrich your experience on planet Earth, because you have bigger trust in yourself. You realize that you are a valuable resource when it comes to problems and issues that you can use and get yourself out of those problems. And that makes it less important when it comes to what other people are doing to you to make you feel bad. If you feel good about yourself, then it becomes far less relevant what other people are doing. And then you can focus on the good stuff and reaping the rewards of your hard work, rather than being entrenched in negative thinking. So it's really a shift from the negative by being able to identify it clearly and seeing something good in it, and then moving to the positive side of things. And that's a skill that you'll be able to use again and again and again, because the world does offer us negatives quite a lot of the time. But then if you can figure out how to turn that around and make it work for you, that's one of the best skills and talents to have ever. That's going to enrich your whole future. Number wise, we've got 10 and 1 is 11 and 7 is 18. 1 and 8 is 9, and 9 is spirituality and completion. So you're able to let go of a negative thought pattern or a negative way of reacting to certain circumstances. You're able to see it differently, transform it, and make it work for you. So that's pretty impressive. I hope you have a wonderful day. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on book your reading to audio reading with me. If If you like this video, then give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and share the video online. Have a great day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.